We are back with part 2 of Mindfulness Monday community check-in. Stay tuned in with me as I am waiting on a few guests to join in so that I can check in with them. If you are watching this, again, I can't say this enough, and you are feeling like, I don't know how I'm feeling. My mind all over the place. I got a lot going on in my life. I don't have nobody to talk to. I don't have a support system. Whatever it may be, allow me to check in with you. If you've been noticing someone just on your timeline or in real life, in your personal life, that you just look at them and wonder, I wonder how they really feeling. Send them my way and allow me to check in with them. If you are ready, I'm going to bring you on and we're going to go ahead and do your Stay tuned in if you're watching this. Stay present with me as I am joining a guest that I can check in on. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Where you sound at, Mr. Adrian? I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No.
Can you hear me now?
No, it's really low. I don't know if you're connected. You have on headphones?
Yeah, I connected it to the
I'm gonna try to see if it works without them.
Yeah, they're completely disconnected. Can you hear me?
No, sir.
No. Okay. I don't know what else to do. Can you hear me?
No, it's very low. If you all are watching this, let me know if you can hear. You can hear my guest. I can't hear him. It's very low.
I'm gonna drop off and just re-invite me. All right.
Stay tuned in with me. If you're watching, I have a few people that I'm needing to check in on. The service and the connection was bad on that one. Give me one moment. I'm going to rejoin. Again, if you're watching this and you know someone that you'd like to check in on, send me their information. I want to check in on them, okay? Excuse me.
Can you hear me any better?
There we go. There we go. Hello, Adrian.
How are you doing?
I'm well. How's it going over there?
Not too bad.
So welcome to Mindfulness Monday community check-in. Just want to
Thank
share
you.
a little bit of how we got here. I saw a post that you made, and I commented and said, let me check in on you. And now we're here. So how are you feeling? Tell me how you feeling, describing using one word.
Using one word?
One word to describe how you feeling. What word would you use?
Unsure.
Unsure. Okay, and that's all right. That's all right. How did you come up with that word? What's going on? What's on your mind? At the top of your mind?
Just unsure on what to do with my future. Yeah. Like I know what society wants me to do, but like it's just I don't know. Yeah. Unsure.
Unsure what to do when it comes to your future.
Yeah.
So if you could describe your mood and where your mind is right now, I'm going to just ask you to describe your mental space, your physical space, and then like spiritually. How you feeling in those three areas?
My mental space is relatively good. I got a decent job, so my mental is pretty good. Normally during this time it's more depressing for me, so I
During
haven't
this
made too
time?
many yeah.
What do you mean during this time?
Like during December and stuff like that, it gets real depressing.
Yeah.
Because my son lives in DC, and so it's always me going into debt to try to make sure that I get out there to see him.
Yeah.
For his birthday.
Okay, so we're gonna come back to that one. How are you feeling physically?
Physically, I gotta get in the gym.
Physically, you got to get in the gym.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And spiritually, where you at spiritually?
Spiritually, I'm broken, but I'm trying to reestablish a new belief system within myself.
Right. And that is all right. That's all right. So when you hear check-in, or when you heard me mention it to you, what is it that you thought of? Like, what comes to mind when it comes to checking in with you?
Mm, a lot of built-in anger and pain that I don't want to uh, necessarily overly express through this live. So I was hesitant to try to do this
Okay, what made you say yes?
because it can't hurt.
Okay. Because it can't hurt.
It won't hurt. If anything, to help.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you for allowing me into this space. So you mentioned December, you mentioned holidays, when it comes to your son. Have you decided what you're going to do when it comes to December coming up? Because it's not here yet. So have you created a plan for it?
Well, I haven't. It's my son wants. So I have two. I have two sons who stay in DC. Well, one's in Florida right now, and usually I would go. The oldest one is normally his birthday in December, so I would go out to December to spend time with him for his birthday. But he's in Florida right now. So my other son, my younger son, he wants to come here for Christmas break. And he's only 12 years old. So I have to pay for an accompanied minor fee. Basically, it's like $900 for him to get here. And I don't think that's I'm not in the best position for that.
Yeah.
So I was deciding on if I should just go out there just to spend a little bit of time with both of them instead of having them come out here and not being able to afford that, really.
Yeah. Where you at with that? Still deciding? You still deciding? Or where you at with that?
No, I have to see how much it would cost for me to go to Florida. I have to get a rental car and everything like that. So.
Yeah. That sounds like a good plan, though. Like you said, instead of trying to bring them to you, to just
Yeah,
go to knock out both sounds more efficient, especially
yeah,
if you can do.
yeah. I just don't like Florida, but yeah, I would go for my son for sure.
Yeah.
Stop, son. Stop. Please, please
Okay.
stop.
So I know you mentioned you're feeling pretty unsure when it comes to your future, though. What's
Mm-hmm.
working well in your life right now, though? What's working well?
What's working well?
Yes.
I think my job is going pretty well, I would say.
How long you been there?
Since July.
Okay. You enjoy it?
I enjoy it. I enjoy sales. I enjoy interacting with people. So it's a pretty cool job.
So your work is going well. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this work anything that's involved in your future that you're unsure about?
Not today. Yeah, because I would have to. I would be I'm a leasing agent, so I would have to basically not lose my job. Otherwise, I'll lose my living situation because it'll be tied into the same spot.
Right. I got you. So what areas of your life do you feel like you're needing more support in that will help you to be a little bit more sure about where you're headed with your future?
More support in.
Yeah.
Um,
Self, you got self, you got relationships, home, career.
Maybe a secondary side, more income, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Just make me feel more secure about living alone and stuff like that.
Yeah. Can you tell me a time or think of a time recently where you had where you were smiling and you felt happy, you felt sure? Think of a time when you felt that way. When is the last time you felt that way?
That I was smiling?
Happy, sure. Yeah. There's a little smile coming out now. See a look coming out.
I mean, Stop, son. Please stop. Stop, please. I mean, I smile and stuff like that, but like I'm trying to think of maybe like a super joyous time period. And I don't know. I can't think of a time, honestly.
You can think of a time recently, not even with your son, or again, it doesn't have to be the overt joyous moment, but just a time when you felt sure about something.
I guess the recent parent-teacher conference that I had with my son, they had gave him a good report. Because he has he's like in a special learning type of situation, so they gave him a real good report. They said that he's doing better than what they planned for him for his individualized learning plan and stuff. So he's doing real good. So that
When
made
was
me
that?
smile.
How long ago was that?
That was last Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. Okay, so a week ago, about a week, a few days, shy of a week.
Week ago.
Okay.
Week ago, yeah.
I know you mentioned that your career, getting a second job, would be something that will help to, feel a little bit more sure. What else do you feel like you're needing in your life right now besides income? What else do you need? Not one,
Uh,
but like a need.
a need. See, it's gonna sound corny, but I feel like I need a woman. Or I need feminine energy around. That's what I need.
Okay, why does that sound
Not necessarily a woman. Because like I've been trying not to bring up like I've been single and stuff like that because I don't like to justify my mood and feeling based off of something that happened a year ago.
okay?
But at the same time I know that it does affect me. So I'm trying not to use that as an excuse or as a crux or anything like that and try to
It's not an
give
excuse.
more depth.
It's not an excuse. It's real.
Hmm.
It's real. So like just owning like owning that and how that affects you will kind of help when it comes to like processing that out.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not corny at all. That's your truth. So what is it that you feel like a feminine energy or a woman will help to bring in your space right now or your life?
Feminine energy is motivating.
Okay.
It's yeah. It's always been a motivating factor for me.
Mm-hmm. But it's women everywhere now. It's feminine energy all around. So if you can hone into something more specific, you see what I'm saying? Because it's feminine energy everywhere.
Yeah, but yeah, yes, there is. But
You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So what specifically do you feel like you are needing from a feminine energy in this season or this space that you're in right now?
I don't even know what it is specifically. Like I don't look for them to like necessarily do anything for me or anything like that. Like I'm not asking for like them to cook for me or anything like that. I just like having. I've always hung out with women more than I've hung out with men. I don't
Yeah,
really like hanging out with dudes like that. Like I
right.
don't know. So I don't know. Females' energy has always been a motivating factor for me.
You don't feel like you don't have any feminine energy around you right now,
No, not no,
or none of that's
no,
motivating.
none that's motivating.
Okay. All right. So that's what I was meaning when it comes to like it's feminine energy everywhere, and all feminine energy may not be motivating. So
Yeah, no,
okay.
no. Like outside of family and stuff like that. I'm talking about like outside of family. Like
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay. In your personal interactions, you're needing feminine energy to help in that space. Okay.
yes.
What are you doing to get there? What doors are open for you right now to welcome in that feminine energy? Are you dating? What are you doing?
I don't do anything. That's the
Okay.
problem. I don't go out. I don't know where to go. I don't like club music. I've tried to go to R&B night and I've always fell asleep. I'm getting old and I can't stay up very late, especially when I have work the next morning. So I know I need to put myself in more spaces that contain feminine energy and stuff like that to even meet new women. So
Okay.
I know that's something I need to work on. I just don't like being outside like that.
I understand. So what type of hobbies do you do? What type of things do you do for yourself? Separate from looking for a woman, but just what type of things are you into that help you yourself separate from a woman?
I need to work out or something. I need to I need
Not
to
just
find a hobby.
like what you're doing now.
I, I'm not doing anything,
So you go to work and you come home.
pretty much.
Okay. So working out is one
Hang
thing
out with
that
this
will help.
guy.
Huh?
I said hang out with this guy.
Okay. So working out is one thing that you want to do too that will help you with yourself and that feed you and helps you move forward and what you're wanting. What else are your hobbies? What do you do for fun?
Honestly, I don't really. Stop, son. Stop. Please stop. Stop. Have a seat. Have
And
a
again,
seat.
if you're watching this, stay tuned in. I have another check-in.
I really don't have too many hobbies. I don't watch TV. I listen to YouTube a lot. I just listen to different subjects and stuff like that. I'm a real good listener.
Okay.
I don't really. I like to hike and I like to be outdoors and stuff like that. But I don't really do anything that I would consider a hobby.
Okay. Why is that? Why aren't you working out or hiking and doing the things that you like to do?
Um, I have no excuses. I just need to do it. I like to. I'm a big jogger and stuff like that. But it's been colder in Colorado, and it gets dark um, earlier now, so it's not. I would have to run. I don't want to run. I don't like running on the treadmill, so I need to. It's me.
Okay.
Everything that I say sounds like an excuse to me, so I don't even want to say it.
I'm not taking them as excuses. Again, we're just trying to have a conversation. I'm checking in with you because again, like even when it comes to working out, like do you feel like you have to leave outside of the house to do that, or is it something that you can just start like at the house to
It's
get
something like
started?
it's at the house. I like doing calisthenics.
Yeah, and that's something like even watching YouTube, they can just just start. That way, you're building the habit for it, and then when you do get out, you can go to the gym. You create the time for that too. But I know you mentioned a woman is like a motivator. She a motivator for starting at the house too.
Yeah, I mean, just having a better physique. Yeah.
Okay. Are you open to starting those things in order to align with what it is that you feel like you're needing? Just learning to again instead of seek it outside, but turning it inward, like pouring it into yourself, creating the space for her.
I have to.
Yeah, and then she'll come.
I'm not. Yeah. Yes.
You know what? Talk
Yes.
to me. Talk to me.
They will
They will
come.
come. Okay.
They.
Not not.
No, not. I'm not saying it's a specific woman. Like I feel like just it's not. Women in general will
Okay.
come.
I got
They will come.
That's what I mean. That's what I meant. I understand. Adrian, what does your support system look like? Like, who do you have that you can call to tell how you're feeling or just to talk to and, seek some type of guidance or counsel from? Who do you have in your life?
I could always talk to my auntie.
Yeah.
Yeah, my auntie. She will always love to hear from me. I have people I could talk to. I just choose. I don't really. I'm typically not too keen on just talking to people because I don't necessarily ever feel better after talking to someone. So I really choose. I could talk to my dad. My dad's not necessarily the best listener, but he definitely has wisdom to bestow upon me. I could talk to people. I just choose to bottle everything inside.
You choose to bottle everything inside.
Hmm.
And then what
Yeah.
happens after you keep everything inside for so long? Does that help you or does that cause you to feel like this every now and then?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have like blow up moments and stuff like that. Like I don't just snap on people randomly and stuff like that. I have, I would say, decent self control and stuff like that. So, um, I don't know. Just that's why I really haven't gotten into like actual therapy because I feel like paying somebody to talk to them. and like just say the same thing to them that I already say to myself. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to rationalize that monetarily unless it's being covered by insurance or something.
I can understand that. And some people have the same type of hesitation for that reason. But like, if you can just be completely honest and transparent with me now, like we've only been on the phone or the live, I'm not sure how long, but not that long. Do you feel like it's shifted or helped in any ways that you may be feeling just having this dialogue? Or do you feel like it's just like, I'm just talking and they ain't getting nothing out of it? Just talking to it for no reason.
No, I mean it's definitely motivating. I know that I needed to work out, but it's definitely something that I know that I need to do, and I appreciate this conversation because I don't really say this to anybody. Have a best friend. We don't talk about how we're feeling as men typically.
Yeah.
If I was really serious, I could talk to him about that, but what am I like? What can he do to change how I feel about myself? There's nothing that he can do to change. That's something that I need to work on, self-reflection and stuff like that.
Yeah, but there's also nothing that I can do to help how you feeling either. You see what I'm saying? But it's just, I guess, the openness and allowing yourself to feel how you feeling, allowing yourself sometimes to just express how you feeling. Sometimes that is just the beginning of, starting the process of feeling better. So allowing
Or
yourself to do so.
you can provide insight from a different perspective that I possibly haven't thought of before.
Absolutely.
From your expertise.
Absolutely, absolutely. But not just like expertise. I'm a human with feelings, So it's like a lot of things that I talk about, or a lot of things, or things that I'm doing right now. It's because I'm a human and I have feelings. And sometimes you don't have people that's asking you how you feeling. Sometimes you don't want to tell people how you feeling. But just to allow yourself sometimes to do that, it can be, again, just even if it's just an ounce of feeling better or an ounce of release off your shoulders. Just it's a step, and not just staying where you are. It's not staying stuck in those feelings.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it.
Of course, of course. So, what do you feel like what type of words of encouragement do you feel like you can offer to people who may be feeling like you? Like you mentioned, a lot of men don't share how they're feeling. A lot of times we don't want to tell people those things because it doesn't feel like it's going to help. So, just based off this interaction, like what type of advice do you feel like you can offer? And your experience.
I don't think my philosophy is you can't control your emotions. You can only control your actions. So as long as your actions move you towards your goal, then you're allowed to feel your emotions, whether those are happy or upset or angry or whatever emotion that you're feeling. You can't really control that. That's how you feel. It's just as long as you don't overreact on those feelings, I think is the more important thing.
Yeah. Thank you for that. And I understand. I just mentioned last week about how, and it's something I thought about today too. Like our feelings or our thoughts lead to our feelings, and our feelings lead to our actions, and all of that. Like it just leads to different things. So like just getting in control of the things that we're thinking about. It's kind of like getting ahead of it to react sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Adrian, I know you mentioned like being motivated or feeling like you want to be inspired and you want to get back in the gym. Like, what if are you open to an accountability partner? Just like, hey, join me live at 10 o'clock. We're going to do a workout session from where you at and from where I'm at. Like, are you open to something like that just to get you started?
Yeah.
You would do that?
I'll do that.
When's the last time you worked out?
It was last time, 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so you got the motion started. I'm thinking It's like a long time, so 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, 2 weeks ago. And then I work out too much, not too much, but like the best part of working out is the pain that you feel afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So like I try to go extra hard in the gym to feel that pain and stuff like that. But then now I can't work out for the next 3 to 4 days because I didn't stretch enough, and now all my muscles are contracting from overly working myself. So
Absolutely, absolutely. So there's a quote that I read this morning in my yoga book. And it's basically saying how non-violence. Let me see if I can find if you're open to hearing it. It just reminded me of something. A lot of times we associate pain with progress. What's today?
today,
The date.
the 25th.
Yeah. It says a hissa, or no harming is the first practice. And Living Your Yoga Prompt says, without a hisma, all practice is violence. As you step onto your yoga mat, lovingly accept yourself as you are, and then let your practice emerge from there. Acceptance can never come from violence to self. So it's just something to think about again when it comes to like us wanting to push ourselves to that pain level, and then, like you said, feeling the after effects of it. So, like, how can you lovingly be gentle or kinder to yourself, even for the rest of the night? Like, what is it? What is something that you feel like you can do to help pour into yourself and not feel like I gotta hurt myself to feel good?
I don't know. Many women told me that I need to practice having grace on myself. So that's something that I've definitely been trying to um, not talk so much shit about me in my head. Because people think like they talk stuff about me on Facebook and like that hurts my feelings. Like, you haven't said anything to me that I haven't already said to myself. Like, it's that's why I don't really get people be really upset over some Facebook stuff. Like, I'm not really upset as other people often are. So I'm just practicing having grace on myself and not blaming myself for everything. But that's the way I was raised. Like, I was raised to take accountability for stuff.
Yeah. Even stuff that probably didn't have anything to do with you.
Even if it wasn't all my fault, like it's been a situation where in high school the teacher told us, like, I was in an alternative school for like bad kids or whatever, and we had went to the museum. It was a school full of weed stoners and sellers. We were crazy. So anyway, they told us not to smoke, and everybody pretty much brought some weed and stuff like that, and the teachers left us alone. So we all started smoking, and then the teacher came back, and now we all smell like weed and have the stupid look on our face. So they asked who was smoking. I was like, I was smoking. And they were like, who else was smoking? I'm like, I was the only one that was smoking. So I pretty much took the blame for the whole class smoking, because they was trying to expel people and stuff like that. Like, they're not just going to expel me by myself. Like, I think it'll be better if I just take the blame myself than if we all go in here and stuff like that. So I don't know. I've been conditioned to accept my punishment and accept accountability for what it is.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give you the remote right now. I'm handing you a remote and giving you permission to change your channel. Just because that's how we've grown up and been conditioned doesn't mean it's the channel that we have to stay on. Like, you're in control of the channel that you're on. So, like you mentioned, just giving yourself a little bit more grace. Like, what is something, again? If you can give me one line, one sentence to affirm yourself, to pour back into yourself, to give yourself that grace, could you give me a one-liner?
No, I don't. Cause I don't know what I don't know what you're referring to.
When it comes to affirming yourself and not feeling like you have to take accountability for punishing yourself, or you mentioned being more graceful, giving yourself more grace. So even if it's, I'm allowed to give myself grace, affirming it, claiming it, giving yourself the permission to do so.
Can you give me one?
I just did when I said I am allowing myself more grace. That is an affirmation. That is something that you can say to yourself, even if you don't do that thing yet. But to tell yourself that can activate the feeling of you being more graceful, giving yourself the space to just be more often and not take things that don't have to be your accountability. That is one. Or I am enough exactly where I am. I am doing all that I can, and that is enough. Everything is working just out. Everything is working out just fine for me. Just different things like that. You can get, again, you started and being a little bit more graceful with yourself. Are you open to it?
I am.
Okay.
I had downloaded the affirmations application.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about then. Are you open to giving a one-liner now? What's one affirmation that you can say to yourself just for tonight?
I'm allowed to be happy with what I have.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Do you have any feedback for me? Anything that you can offer, words of advice when it comes to like Mindfulness Monday and what I'm doing and offering here when it comes to community check-in? What type of words could you offer to help with this space?
Help with it.
Or
No, I think that you pretty much know what you're doing, and I'm sure it makes a difference. So I appreciate it. I thank you for it.
Of course, of course. Thank you. If you know anybody that you want to check in on, or if you're ever needing another check-in, I am creating a group space so that we'll be able to do this, every Monday as a group, so we can just talk about things. But if you have 2 people in mind that you would like me to check in on, you can tell me their names, or you can send me check in on them, and I'll be open to checking in with them. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You have any questions for me?
No more.
You make sure you remember what you said. I am allowed to be happy with what I have, and carry that with you for the rest of your night. And don't try not to let nothing steal your joy. Just move moment to moment, breath by breath. If people are trying to steal your joy on Facebook, log out. Like change your channel, or
Okay.
change your channel to a 5-minute, 10-minute YouTube workout or stretch, and love on yourself. Like give yourself that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you. I appreciate you.